guys, it's your good sis Lisa Patz in the building, and on this episode of Learning Hair Love we are trying two highly loved products by the natural hair community: the TGIN Honey Miracle Hair Mask and the MICHE Beauty Set Mousse. Let's get started with my go-to shampoo, the Cream of Nature Argan Oil Moisture and Shine Shampoo. What I love about this is how it defines and provides a lot of slip in my hair. I find that I'm able to finger detangle very easily, and it helps to speed up my wash day, really and truly. I went in with this shampoo twice and made sure to really separate my hair and get to all of my roots so that my hair and my scalp felt squeaky clean. I make sure to spread it to the ends of my hair. I just find that my conditioner is able to absorb into my hair better when I do that, and I really like to massage my scalp. I used my vibrating shampoo brush here, and that was just like a glorious feeling, guys. You need to try it if you haven't got one. Now, this is my first time trying this TGIN Honey Miracle Hair Mask, and I hear people talk about it all day, every day. And I have to say, these people know what they're talking about. This hair mask is so like creamy and luxurious. Like, it just melted into my hair, and it felt so good spreading this throughout my hair. Leading on to detangling, I said, it was like a new experience. Like, my hair was so much softer and more manageable, and that meant that detangling, my time was cut in half. My shedding was decreased massively. Like, you will see at the end how minimal my shedding was, which I've never had this minimal amount of shedding before. So definitely made a massive difference, and I've really enjoyed using this conditioner, guys. Like, it's really worth it. I had to put some respect on this conditioner and give it the full deep conditioning experience. So I used my plastic cap and also my hair towel to double up on the greenhouse effects and really just give my hair time to absorb this conditioner. And here you can see, as I mentioned before, my minimal shedding. Nothing, that's nothing. I really thought I was going to be able to do this with without a towel, but no, I need a towel because I cannot with the dripping on my neck. It just makes me feel some type of way. So you just see me wash my hair. Well, you just see me wash my hair. I deep condition for about, I'm gonna say like an hour and a half to an hour, and now I'm gonna attempt to twist out. In my last video I tried using, what is it called? I don't know, but from this same line with MICHE Beauty, so the light blue line, the gel, and I found that my hair was really dry and didn't really get that defined. I do think I know where I went wrong, but that's for another video anyway. Today we're going to be using this mousse, which I'm really excited about, and this is the whole reason why I was even like interested in MICHE Beauty at all. The amount of tutorials that I've seen on this, amount of different hair textures and hair styles that I've seen created with this. So I'm getting tongue tied because I'm so excited. I'm gonna do a twist out of the back, and then at the front I'm gonna do flat twists. I have warm water. I basically got some water from the shower, so I'm gonna be using that to keep my hair wet. I'm gonna be following this video. So it's from the MICHE Beauty YouTube channel, and she does an amazing twist out, so I'm going to be watching that as I'm doing it. I've got my little like hair clips for holding my flat twists. Let's go, let's do this. I'm excited, I'm scared. Honestly, I'm scared because I feel like natural hair is an actual minefield, but we're just gonna go and do it.
The edges and the nape area are a little more thinner than I would like.
Right now I am rinsing her hair to prepare to apply the shampoo. Little bit of set, put it on this section. You don't really need a lot when you use this. A little bit more, yes.
It spreads very nicely.
It does. And I love
Oh.
when I just feel the cuticles smoothing down.
And you want want your hair to be saturated with it. So like all this white residue that you guys see, it's not really residue, it's the foam, but the whiteness that you see. Thing you want to coat your hair just like this.
Oh my god.
So you want.
Hold on. First of all, this feels ridiculously good. Like, how do I explain this? No, wait, what? My hair feels. What's in this? I don't want to stop like moving my hands. Like, I don't want to stop. Right, so we're about to have a really good twist out. I can feel it. Okay, okay. I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. Okay. Wow. I can already feel that this is gonna look really good. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. I almost don't know what to do with myself. I don't want to like waste any little bit of this product. Like, are you crazy? Okay, so my hair on this side is not as wet. I'm just kind of interested to see what might happen. Okay, so you definitely do need to use like a pump or two on each section, because like your hair will basically soak it up. But once you get it on there, it feels so good on my hair. I'm not even like trying to do a wash and go right now. I should have used it for the wash and go, really, shouldn't I? I was thinking that and then I didn't. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going. Hold on. Sorry, I'm like just a bit shook, honestly. I'm very excited right now. I'm gonna keep going and I'm just gonna keep going and like holding on to this feeling, but I think I already know about that. But
Yes.
It spreads very, very nicely.
It does.
You guys can
And
see.
I love when I just feel the cuticles smoothing down.
The supreme art of
Right.
war is to subdue the enemy.
okay, I
Without
see now. So what I do, so I take a big section, I put whatever's left over in that section because I'm not trying to waste this product, and it seems to work well adding water before or after, it doesn't really matter. Take the section and I spray it with water. But it seems to still really absorb the water. And who is it that taught me this trick of, if the, you know, there's enough water in your hair, if you squeeze it and it kind of makes that like squidgy sound. I detangle the whole section. going really slow from the tip to the root. So split this in half, do the same thing. Do the same. This also really helps to distribute product. I took about 4 or 5 pumps of the mousse, and I kind of just like lay it on the hair like so, and then start to spread it. It really, once you've got the water in your hair, it seems to really like just move through your hair. Now, as I'm doing that, I'm just kind of finger detangling still, making sure that my hair still feels detangled. I'm going to split this into 3 sections, I think. So this front section is actually going to be like super duper thin. The front of my hair is very thin. So yeah, I have this front section, which, as I said, this is like really thin part of my hair, so I'm not trying to put too much pressure on it. I don't know if you can tell, I have like a big chunk of hair missing here, but we're just gonna pretend like it's not happening. Sorry, I got interrupted, but it's okay. I literally stopped that in the middle of the twist, so I don't know how this is gonna end up. I'm sure it'll be fine. Sorry, I got interrupted and now I'm like, have no idea what I'm talking about. So let's go again. So we have the hair is fully saturated in product, it's detangled, I can run my fingers through. You take the top and you basically make like a little rectangle so that you can split this in half and start your flat twist. I split that in half and I do a twist or 2 to start off. Then the key, from what I've heard, is to take sections. So when I'm taking sections, I'm pulling across the whole section and twisting it so that when I undo them, there's clear lines for my twist to be undone in. I really hope that's making sense, but basically if you think of it like, if you know how to cornrow, when you cornrow on a regular, you're not very like particular about your partings, but if you were to do stitch braids and cornrow stitch braids, you would be very particular about your partings because you want to create that stitch effect. And basically when you're doing flat twists, you want to use that same method of creating the stitch effect, so creating those clear paths of where your hair is being added to the twist. Obviously this is the first time that I'm trying this technique, so I'm saying all this and I might be wrong, but I've been watching a lot of hairdressers doing twist outs and stuff, and they all seem to say and do the same technique when they do flat twists. It seems to make the takedown way easier. And also I think it's Earnestly Natural on Instagram, I saw her saying something about this as well, so I believe everything that woman says, so I'm going to listen to her. And to keep it like nice and tight and consistent, because if I let it go, it will like unravel, right? And then it gets bigger, so then that part of the twist is bigger than the rest. To keep it nice, tight and consistent, I just twist it back and I clip it, and it should stay there. And then we have one more to go. We twist twice, and when I add these sections, I hope you can see what I'm doing, but I'm doing like a full, using my nail or my finger to really separate these sections that I'm taking as I'm going down the twist as well. I'm using my pointer finger. I'm using one of my fingers to keep detangling as I go down. I find that my hair just wants to curl up on itself. Of course, it's very tightly curled, so I just try and prevent that by using my finger and going through like the middle, maybe once or twice. And I'm also twisting all the way to the bottom until can't twist anymore. And then I'm twisting it back and adding a clip. Cool. And there we go. So that is the hair done. In terms of how much product I used, only that much. Like, I really didn't use a lot, which I'm really glad about, because I wouldn't say this is expensive, but I would say it's like higher end. Like, this is not like a £5 bottle. I think this bottle was like £16, I think, something like that. So it's not cheap, but it's also not like super expensive, you know. All of the advice that I've seen like online from hairdressers and everything, everyone says to use a hooded dryer to dry your hair. I do not have a hooded dryer, but I do have a diffuser, and I also do have a blow dryer with like a hooded dryer attachment, like, you know, like the little plastic. I'll show you. You're gonna see in a sec because I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna try that and see if that works. Hopefully it does. I'm feeling really good right now. I'm feeling way better than I did when I finished with the gel. I have seen that you can do twist outs with that gel, so maybe it's a case of, you know, my hair wants to be twisted with that gel, which I wouldn't be surprised because my hair does like to be twisted. But anyway, I'm gonna go and get my blow dryer. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go get my blow dryer and I'll be back. This whole hooded dryer thing, it works really well. Like, it's a good substitute, but it gets so hot. Like, my scalp feels like it's literally been set on fire with a lighter. So you see those two settings. This one is for the heat and this one's for power. So I turn this one on and then I go between no heat and 1. And then if I'm on 1, sometimes I'll just press the cool shot button so that it's not just constant heat on my head, because it does get really, really hot on here, and I don't see how I could just sit with the low heat on. Like, I don't, it's literally impossible. I'm really hoping my hair's dry because I'm so bored of this. I'll link one of these in my description box as well, because I'm pretty sure you can get it on like Amazon and they're really cheap compared to like having an actual hooded dryer. I'm scared because it still feels like it's a little bit wet, and I don't want to risk taking it out too early. Like, these parts feel fine. It's like up here that feels like it might just still be a little bit wet. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out, and then if it does still feel a bit wet, then I'll use a diffuser to dry it. Actually, that's smart. Hold on. Okay. Alright guys, let's do this. I'm excited, but also feeling kind of nervous. I have like a lot of faith in my hair though. The shine that I can already see on my hair is giving me a lot of faith. I see a lot of people not really using oil to untwist the braids, the twists even. So I'm just gonna untwist it and use that to help me untwist. And then unravel it like that. Okay. My hair feels really soft. Like, it feels very soft, and yeah, it just feels like really good. I'm getting excited, guys. I'm getting excited. We're looking good. We're looking good. Okay, I'm stop. So you see how I'm like literally untwisting it? Usually, I can't lie, I don't usually. In the past, when I've done twists, I have not untwisted like this, and that probably has been my downfall. Because these are looking ridiculously good. I need to slow down and remember to untwist and be mindful. I've really been trying to like slow down with everything, that I do. I feel like I have this tendency to try and rush through things. I also like tend to put pressure on myself to rush through things. I'll give myself a task, like for example editing a YouTube video, and I'll be like, I have to do it within like 2 days, film it one day, edit the next day. And I think sometimes it's good because it like really motivates me to get up and do it. And then other times it's like, you know, I've set this goal for myself that's unachievable in many ways, and I put all this pressure on myself to achieve this unachievable goal, and then I get upset and sad and I don't achieve anything because it was unachievable in the first place, you know? I think I'm trying to find like this balance between realistic goals and also just like going easier on myself. Like I'm so hard on myself all the time, and it doesn't help me. It doesn't help me to be hard on myself. It doesn't help anybody. You know, if anything, it just hurts more people. Some of the ends, I don't know why this end is doing that. Like it's just not trying to cooperate, but most of them look really good. And my hair is still a tiny bit wet at the top, so I think I'm gonna go with the diffuser and just diffuse this top section of my hair and like this bit, so that, because this one does still feel a bit wet, the others don't. So we're just gonna diffuse a little bit more. Now let's do the front. I think it's good because like so in the past I have done flat twists. The results either didn't last or no, it was always that the results didn't last. I have gotten like good flat twists before, but they just usually didn't last. So this time I hope that I get the lasting power and the result, you know? 2 for 1 special. This one is still a little bit wet, I'm not gonna lie. What happened here? Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you lot, this is still wet. You see this? This is still wet, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm about to retwist this up because there's no point in it being out. Yeah, that one was like fully wet. Like when I say wet, I mean like I shouldn't have touched it. Which makes sense because it was the last one I did, so I'm not surprised. Let me separate the back and then we will decide what to do with the front. Because maybe I do just leave the front twisted. Maybe that's a good solution. So my phone is being an enemy of progress. But I have separated the curls and they look really good, so I'm really happy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the back out and then twist up the front again. So I'm gonna retwist this front bit and basically have it in the same style that I had last week, but with twists. And yeah, we're gonna leave it like that, and I'll come back on my last day, so basically when I wash my hair next, so you guys can see how it lasts.